crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the foot.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of foot.
Toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you this gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. So free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Vikings had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They run the counter with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play in the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd been to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Able to hold on to him, but a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll have it past midfield. Before being taken down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cousins again. That's complete right around the 8. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. Touchdown! Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 70 as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Daniil Hunter, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown in this game. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26, and also a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They try again with Cook, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you will too, without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead out to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, a little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, New Orleans.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. They don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And if it's not in the game, because let's face it, they've had to sit through the whole time. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive, so you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We have to go out there and get some more points.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And this is going to be a first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. 23 yards in the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Cousins on the keeper. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and long. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left
left with second and a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 now there for the offense drives.
There really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Second and 9 now. Shakes off the sack. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. They tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are right back in this football game. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly and hold on to their lead. Sam Sloman down for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Vikings 34, Saints 10.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open, and he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Well-executed 22-yard gain. Cousins here to throw. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly force turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turn around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because it just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Vikings, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your great head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. About the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.